Hey, welcome to the guide. I'm Yo.
And I'm Will.
And Will's jealous of my hat.
And Yo's jealous of my hair. So it evens out.
That's true. That's why I have to wear a hat. He does not. So here's our weekly update, and we're going to talk a little bit about E3, because that's coming up soon. Early June. E3 is going to be here already. I'm shocked. Basically, I wanted to ask you, what do you think the big three need to do to have a successful show?
I have no idea, because we've reached this point where there's PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, and I think Nintendo could step it up console-wise, but I really don't know what PlayStation and Xbox would have to do to step up their consoles right now. What
does Nintendo have to do console-wise to grab your attention? They're going to obviously put the Wii U front and center at this year's E3. They introduced it last year, but there was some confusion. A lot of people thought like the tablet was just an addition to the current Wii, but no, it's actually a new console. What do they have to do this year to get you to get it? To say, oh, all right, cool, I'm in.
I think I've never been a huge fan of how the Wii controls, the Wiimotes and things have functioned, so maybe if they could step that up a little bit. And I think just a big thing for Nintendo is the games that they have for it, because there's not a lot of games out on the Nintendo that I would like to play, whereas there are for Xbox and PlayStation.
Well, with the Wii U being a next-gen console, being able to run all the games that you can find on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, would it make a difference to you to be able to do something like Black Ops 2, but have some nifty, unique features using the tablet controller? Would that make you say, I'd rather play that on Wii U than one of the other consoles?
Only if they come out with like a light gun or something, like Duck Hunt.
It could happen.
That would be really cool. But just as far as a controller is a controller, and
whatever happens, Nintendo needs to have a strong showing of the Wii U.
Yeah.
They need to sell us on why it's the console we're going to want to play all those other games on. And I think they need to really explain to us what the Nintendo Network is going to be. Is that going to be an equivalent to Xbox Live and PlayStation Network? Is it just going to be a place where you download digital distributed games, which they're talking about doing, full retail games digitally distributed, which is cool.
That's true.
But I need more than that with my online network.
Yeah, I think for them to really stay in the running, they really need to find a way to mature their system in general.
Now, with Microsoft, do you need to see more than Halo 4 to be excited about them at E3, or is that all you need? That's all you need?
That's all I need. That's the only reason I even bought an Xbox in the first place. So, yeah.
And, they're talking about how they're going to show a lot of Kinect games again, which hardcore gamers are not excited about. And it's going to be a lot of Xbox Live dashboard features that they're going to focus on. So there's not going to be a lot of game focus, because they're really talking about dominating the living room with Xbox Live, giving you access to Hulu Plus and MLB and UFC and YouTube and doing all that stuff right there from your living room with the Xbox.
To me, that just sounds kind of like self-sabotage, because you can
I
do all those things on any computer, whereas Xbox...
But not from the comfort of your living room, unless you have a laptop.
Yeah, or unless DVD players these days have internet hookups. There's like Apple TV, things like that.
Yeah, so, this is what they're trying to compete with, is Apple TV.
So I really think they should just focus to being a good gaming console and not worry about where you're going to watch YouTube or Netflix.
It's not going to happen. It's not what they're going to focus on. Now, for Sony and PlayStation Vita, not off to a strong start. Not a bad start, but not the start that they were hoping. What do you need to see from them at E3 where you'll be like, all right, they are on track and they got it?
A missile launching device. I don't know. I've never really been wowed by
this is
Sony
the problem.
product.
This is the exact problem, though. What you're expressing, where you're kind of like, I can't even think of anything that they could do. And, they tried to introduce PlayStation Move. Man, did that disappear fast. Have you heard anything about that since they... No.
I have not met a single person who uses PlayStation Move.
Putting out their own 3D TV for 3D gaming. Where did that go? That didn't really...
We weren't ready for that.
Yeah, so like the things they focused on the past years haven't really panned out. I don't know what they need to do this year, but they gotta find something other than a gimmick
Yeah, that's the thing. All these people are just on the hunt for some kind of technologically advanced feature for their systems, when I think they're losing sight of what video games were originated for.
The games.
To be played.
Yes, I agree with you. Well, that's our quick preview of E3.
Quick,
Yeah. And we'll see what happens with all those guys down the road. Now, there's a Dirt Showdown demo out right now. You can read more about that at GameAndMovieGuide.com. I enjoyed Dirt 3. My impressions of Dirt Showdown, I honestly don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, I like the Dirt games. I played Dirt 2 and 3, and this Dirt Showdown, it looks like they're kind of regressing into, it's a cross between, like, Cruisin' USA and...
It's hard to peg it just from the demo, because you got like one race that you can do, and then you got the multiplayer, which is basically a crash up derby. It's called Rampage mode. The one impression that I get from it that's kind of intriguing is it seems that they're taking it into the social media realm. Like, the one thing I got from the demo is they're very focused on competing with your friends, loading things to YouTube, getting constant updates on the scores and stuff that your friends get, being able to spectate with matches so you can watch what's happening. And so it looks like they're pushing for that social spectacle of it, which could be cool, but it's hard to get a grasp of that from the demo. The demo's so brief.
Right, yeah.
And then the last thing, the big debate, who's going to be the reigning superhero this summer? Avengers just destroyed every box office record out there. And now the debate is getting pretty intense. Oh yeah, but Batman's cooler. Oh, don't forget about Spider-Man. They had a good trailer. What do you think? Who's going to reign supreme when the summer's over?
If you're asking financially, I think the Avengers are gonna take it.
Think so?
But me personally, I still have a small bit of hope for Spider-Man that they will redeem themselves.
The new trailer looked really cool. I don't know what to think until I see the movies. Avengers was great. It set the bar like high.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard thing to follow up for.
Spider-Man, Batman got their work cut out for them. Interesting, we did our Facebook poll. If you want to chime in, you can do that. Facebook.com/GameAndMovieGuide. And it's pretty much even right now. So far as Avengers and Batman are the leaders. But also tied with Avengers and Batman, I have to wait to see them all. So there's a lot of people, which I think is very mature of you. Good job. But they're like, I'm going to reserve judgment until I've actually seen the movies.
Which is good.
Which is a good thing to do, because it's hard to tell from the trailers. But yeah, Avengers, man, it blew things up, and it's going to be tough to match that in any way, shape, or form. Which makes me sad, because I love Batman. I'm really looking forward to the new movie. But Avengers was so much fun. And you know, Batman's not going to be fun. You're going to walk out of that needing like a Frosty or something to make you feel better. You need comfort food.
The world is so dark.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to chime in on that Facebook poll, you can do that. Facebook.com/GameAndMovieGuide. And to read more,
check out GameAndMovieGuide.com. While you're there, get plugged in with us again on Facebook. We've got Google Plus and Twitter. And that is all.
That is all.